Hello everyone and welcome to another modern video with new cards. We are trying the card Fear of Missing Out. This is a 2-mana enchantment creature, and that's like all those types are important because we're playing a Delirium deck with Dragon's Rage Channeler, Nethergoyf, Detective Phoenix. This card also has a powerful ability with the Delirium. I prefer this over Inti. I think Inti has always been a scam in these decks, and I think this card enables a similar ability. I prefer this to Hollow One. We have that Shadow in our deck, which maybe is kind of an outdated card, but or this deck just won a challenge with Inti over Fear of Missing Out. I have a new card here, Violent Urge, which is a weak combat trick, but with Delirium can be a 1-mana Dragon's Battle Rage. So we'll try that. And I will challenge the people in the early access, which are this is a streamer event, and we can go to Modern Practice. This is my previous deck that I played. I'll post it on Sunday, whereas this Rakdos Shadow video will go out on Saturday. I'll create and wait for you here. Strong hand. Let's go. Turn 1. The Dragon's Rage Channeler. Go. See what I do. Ooh, untapped. Maybe a Delighted Offling. Inquisition. Okay. I'll play another Channeler. I think I'll play Fetchland, Blood Crypt, and then Bolt U, because I can find a Delirium card. It's not a Delirium card. It's not a Delirium card. Unlucky. Unlucky. You're going to bolt yourself. I didn't think about that. As I'm not a true Shadow player. Never thought about bolting myself. But you know what I thought? I thought of killing my own Dead Shadow. So I have Delirium. You like that? Attack for 6. Next turn attack for 9. We're all in. Let's see if they go Kona, tap Jasper, put into Omniscience card and kill you. Done my best here. I bowled myself. I wouldn't have lethal next turn, by the way. Not even close to have lethal. It would have been an infinite life. Say its name. Oh, never mind. I don't have lethal. This thing has reach. I forgot. Alright. That's fine. Let's say draw pushy pushy. Oh, that's so bad draw. I hate Shadow so much. Alright. Push. Okay. What is a 2 life? Okay, let's see what I can do now. They're technically dead. What's my favorite MTG set? Never asked this question before. I don't have an answer. I can say unlimited because that's the first collection I collected. All right. Ooh, a new card as well here, Pyroclasm. Um, MH2 for Murktide. Can be the right answer. Ace Pebble, Ghost Vacuum, Surgical. Probably Bloodman too. I'll take out that Shadow, which stinks. Opponent doesn't deal us any damage. I was going to take out Violent Urge. Let's go. And if your opponent doesn't deal you any damage, I think Shadow is just a bad card in general. Because you gotta like at least put your opponent into a spot where they can't attack you because you grow your Shadow and stuff like that. Forever set is every time the next one. It's a nice way of living your life. What's best? You don't know what's best. What's best may still come. And is nice. What's beautiful about this deck is that you're playing a million one drops. So like your deck is super smooth. Ooh, Bogger Trawler, actually a big deal in this matchup. Is Fear Missing Out something that makes Shadow good again? I think Fear Missing Out is like a good enabler for Delirium decks. The fact that you play Shadow is, I guess, because you don't have like that many powerful one drops. Push? Ghost Vacuum. Ghost Buster. La 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 la. Ghostbuster. Card Omniscience in the GY. Like a huge bee outside of my window that wants to come in. Nope, huge bee, get out. You are not welcome. I would like to. I'm gonna eat your grade anyway. Might as well get a creature with a Ghostbuster. Because I'm gonna go Bogger Trawler here. I go with Swamp. So they have a Carnin end. Saga. The One Ring. Va bene. Do you draw land? You do. Okay. Untap. Surgical, man. I have a lot of the same cards here. Removal spells, Graveyard 8. It's a lot of 8, but obviously the ring chain doesn't care about the 8. Fauna is a way to bypass the Graveyard 8, whereas Shifting Woodland would just suck against this hand. I can go Fauna and they have the drum, but I have Bolt for it, so it's alright. Once again, I'm not registering Orcish Bowmaster. Maybe you can play it over Shadow, so you can play only good cards. Okay. Both hating each other graveyard. So the game definitely slows down now. I think I want to actually push the... So Kona is a 4-3, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. So it dies to Bolt. I think I will push the halfling then, because push obviously doesn't always kill Kona, whereas Bolt does. You should study. Sometimes we have to. Or I guess I had to too. Yeah, so you exile those two, all cycle. So like street rate is better against with Inti, but you take 5. I'll thought seize you. Okay. I'll I think it's too juicy to go Karn. And then I have to surgical in now so that my opponent hers is tapped. So I only have 2 Kona. They have Abrupt Decay for my Ghostbuster card. They only have, yeah, of course, because the other ring is on the side. So that'll enjoy a little bit of the like ring chain. But I'm just attacking after that. Hello, Dido. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Putting 6 cards in hand. I go like double Kona. I can kill the first one. I guess I'll kill Drum. If I kill Drum, they can't like immediately trigger the ability. What's Leute? What does that word mean in German? Guten Morgen, Leute. The One Ring. See. Oh, guys. Okay. Leute. Yeah, at school I learned French and English, and I have been in Spain a long time, but zero knowledge about German. Or Graveyard 8, why not? I think I do want to kill the drum. I think it's actually a good play. Whatever language, Italian. What's the best way to start on MTGO? Don't start with Pauper. Everybody starts with Pauper because it's cheap, but it's by far the format with the most grind there, and people that actually care about winning. So you actually lose a lot more in Pauper than other formats. The hardest leagues are the Pauper ones. That being said, there's like some rental services, which I will not advertise because I'm not paid by them. And you can get any cards. I would suggest to just try the game in the intermediate league first, so that you lose by misclick, you lose by time a lot, but you get better at your deck. And yeah, that's. So depois my goes back home. Will it be the tournament weekend? This yes, I'll be playing Vintage and Legacy, the main events. It was came. Oh wow, that's surprisingly. Okay, so fear of missing out. Hmm. I think I actually don't want this card because I will never have Delirium and my hand is good, so I don't need to blink. Plus, this is enchantment and creature, so a card opponent has to get rid of. Yeah, Legacy and Vintage I'll be playing. So I have a Vintage tournament this weekend, this Sunday. Full procs, of course. But the Eternal Weekend is real. Real cards only. When it gets the last ring of their deck, in their hand. This I'm a vintage deck. Yeah, I'll be playing the same deck I played at Four Season team event. We went 5-0 in that tournament. I was playing Esper Lures. Very normal deck, but yeah, it was strong for me. I went for one. I lost to Oath of Druids. That was my loss. The Druid, very simple deck. You play one permanent, you win the game. Very simple. Probably the deck with the most simple plan of all. Alright, untap. Let's see what else on top. Another one. Va bene. This is a May. It isn't, unfortunately. It's a little bit clunky. Inti would have been much better here, for example. Wait, do I win here? I think so. If you have no cards in and it draws you a card? I didn't know that. That's super good. All right. Pretty much the solitary, nothing really, no fantastic gameplay going on. Just some giant action of creature removals and hate for our opponent combos. Now opponent will try a new deck. It will be the blue-black Faroculus that I streamed earlier. And then again, will be out tomorrow on my channel. I gave them the list. Fair MTG, are you ready for Pachanga? I am ready. I have a Telolo Pioneer Gen Sacrifice Guide. Okay, this is great. Once again, no Inti. Alright, let's start. I think I'll go do Fetch one, yeah. No Inti Street Ray combo, but just a better card than Inti, I think. Main deck, I have Shadows, so I will fetch. Yeah, same opponent. There's so this is unfortunately not a league. You don't play against we don't play against open. This is a creator plan only, so only people with a creator account can play against each other, which leaves us in a very tiny spot. There's actually nobody playing right now, but this Pipquake person who's been here with me a lot. All right, I'll play Nethergoyf attack and just play another Nethergoyf. Back to back Nethergoyf. Let's go. If any of you in the chat is part of the creator program and you want to join, I'll be very happy to play against you after. Yeah, Violent Urge is the new Team Battle Rage, but without Trample. Yeah, but with 1 mana less, no Ferocious, you know. It has his upside. Blue Black Frog, va bene. I'll bubble myself. Bolt. I'll play Swamp. And I'll play FOMO. Discard this, draw Bolt. Combat. Attack with both. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. And Bolt is missing in the graveyard. Here, Inti would have also been good, but it would have just revealed my opponent at Bolt. Froculus, blue-black Froculus. I played my opponent deck earlier. I played 4 matches. It will be out on Sunday if you missed it, on YouTube channel. Classic Sunday Murktide. Alright, my opponent discards to Frog. Discards to Frog. And discards to Frog. They remain with Force and Consider. And now, where do I put this bolt on? Them or Frog? So if I put it on them, this becomes a 5/6. I think it has to go on Frog. Actually, I can do it post-combat. Should I do it now or later? I think I'll do it now, yeah. Now F6. Now if they force, which they do, that's okay. We're bouncing. They have no cards in end. They draw Preordain. Turn 2. Mind Twist. When it attacks with Psychic Frog. Va bene. I have Delirium. Next turn, if you're missing out, is gonna deal a lot of damage. Although opponent goes top bottom there with their Preordain. Hello, D-Mock. How's it going? Lost Hour. Well, I guess it was a land that you topped the Preordain. Alright. Let's go. I'd lethal here. Because I go attack for 10. Attack for 10. Then I have an additional phase. Opponent didn't let me do it. All right. You already bought the Fear of Missing Out and the Vacuum. I think this is a good buy. I think Ghost Vacuum is a good buy. It's very cheap right now, and it's good. It's good. Allora, push kills frog, so I can't cut it. I think in this match, Violent Urge, Tar Fire, and Lightning Bolt are bad. Yeah, I think Blood Moon can be fine. Twins with no lands. I'd rather keep this hand than mulligan to 5. I have 2 draws, and if I don't, I'll lose, but it's likely that I would have lost anyway at 5 cards. Very likely to be over. Okay, Frog. Strong. Land. Can be anything. Land. Funny. Land! Oh man. It wasn't meant to happen. Okay. I'll submit. Hopefully I draw more than one land. In, I don't know how many cards we've seen, but over 20 there. Alright. Unfortunately, there's still that shadow in my hand. Card of an extremely dubious power level. That's being very generous. Or is it? Okay. Okay. I guess Survey Land here. Which doesn't help the shadow, but helps the Nethergoyf. And also helps the Detective Phoenix. Okay, wow, top lingo. Draw. Play. Yes. Detective is. My curve is extremely weak, but it's kind of matching my opponent one, so. Oh, Stern Golden? I'm a bad. Shama and creature in the graveyard. Wow. Very unlucky, my opponent as well. F4. And now I'll play Shadow, even though it's likely they have a counter spell. That's okay. Means they can't do the dot scours and shit. Okay. I asked my opponent to rematch same decks after this game because it wasn't really. It was a really good game. I think we both didn't really do much. Okay, play FOMO. Scar push. Help. Nethergoeth. It's good combat. I'm gonna hold this FOMO because of Toxic Deluge. I guess they are 3, so Toxic Deluge wouldn't be good. Yes, I think I win regardless. They can have the Path of Peril. Somebody play that. No, actually, Frog. But never really managed to put Abhorrent Horror into play. Let's go FOMO. Discard another FOMO. Draw another FOMO. That's funny. Let's put Detective Phoenix on the non-hasty FOMO. Check hand. I can't pay bestow here. E allora, bon, attack. With all. Give double strike. I don't need it. That one is a 2. Alright, GG. Let's play another match. Both of us on same decks. Alright. Good end. Eat Sakip. Alright, now I can do the play of bubbling myself and deciding whether I want to fetch or I want to straight rate. This is a very powerful free opt that I get. I think that Shadow is good in this game because I have straight rate, I have fetches, and so on. So I think it's actually a good threat. All the thoughts is because my opponent has the frog, I need to discard it. Turn to frog on the play is GG. Turn to frog on the play, it's like Oath of Druids. Same thing. It's game over. But I kept a 5 land end. Let's hope they don't have frog on top of their deck. Let's go another Goeth. Alright. And then I'll go Plot Crypt. Shadow. Cool. And soon I'll, I guess a cycle now, when I may play Orcish Bowmaster. Consider. Okay. That's untapped. Ooh, Violent Urge. This is lethal. This is lethal. I'll go to combat. Attack. Fetch. Okay. I think I got a swamp now. Then I'll go FOMO. I think I'll discard this Violent Urge. Rip. And then I'll go Channeler. And I'll go Bubble. Shadow of Death. Very strong here. To all the haters. Me, I'm a hater. It's very strong here. Psychic Frog, okay. Psychic Frog is very likely going to crush my Channeler dreams. I guess I wish I had Urgent in hand instead of Verdant Catacombs. They have 3 cards. I know 2 of them. The third one is a Murktide 8/8. Okay, I can go land, Shadow, FOMO, draw a card. Nice! What a draw! Wait a sec, though. Allora, I shock, I got a 9. This becomes an 11. If they just block this... Oh yeah, I have double strike. Oh yeah, I win. Yeesh! What a turn. Screenshot. Basically, Inti. 2 mana 2/3 draw card. Allora, bestow a questo. Exile 5. E boh, 6. Done. Now attack with all. Give double strike here. Let's go. Put in blocks Channeler. Thank you, Lord Ark. Takes 13. And then I have another combat with the Shadow Exiled. Mamma mia! That's powerful. What just happened here was very powerful. Combining 2 new cards, Fear Missing Out and Shadow with an old card, that's Shadow. You couldn't do that. If I was playing Orcish Bowmaster over that Shadow, I couldn't have done that. With 2 FOMO, we can attack 3 times, I'm pretty sure. Alright, GG. Yeah. Alright. You target other things. Oh, you can't target the same one. Because it doesn't have untap. I see. So I couldn't actually have done what I said I could have done. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Yeah, because this says untap only once, so you target the same card. I understand. It's okay. Usually you don't need to target. Technically, if you keep one fear missing out the first time, you don't attack with the first one. I see. Alright, this is a mulligan. This end is terrible, but what can I do? Okay, Ghost Vacuum. I keep on drawing land. Come on, deck. What's this? Mamma mia, un'altra. That's like, what, 18 lands in this deck? I guess it balances that previous match where I drew 0 in the top 20 cards. No, opponent kept 1 lander. I guess there's hope. Yeah, I think you have to like attack with 1 FOMO and not the other one. I'll hold the fetch on the air, or do I wanna shock? But I think I can hold the fetch on the air. I go with you. I was super weak against the Ghost Vacuum over there. Hold the fetch land there because they can just grow graveyard if I crack them all 3 together. They don't have time to like exile it all. Blue black. Psychic Frog. Okay. Oh, nice. I was gonna use Felder Profane. Yeah, she's nah, no. Felder Profane, I can put it on something else. I'll take 9 damage here and put a 2/2 into play. Not a great deal. Not a great deal. Hey, Mishrin's bubble. I'll bubble you. Frog. Another one. Do, 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 do. That for 3. No, my shadow. Alright, 2 damage. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Starting hand was not great, and it didn't improve. The Ghost Vacuum is just... Let's just say it's annoying. Because that's what it is. Because it makes sure that it's always getting the right cards, you know? It's like a License Surge, but costs 1 mana. Yeah, definitely the card that overperformed the most of today amongst the new one. One just draws go. I feel like I'm leaving this here. It can get me Blood Crypt, but if I draw Shadow, or as also Fatal Push, Revolt. It's crazy how I just, yeah. I mean, I haven't been doing much, but my opponent just played 3 Frog, which I drew 3 removal for, and the game is just here on a stall. Like, I never want to push my Netago. They always push around it. This is a red-black Shadow deck. 3 mana. This is a horror. Yeah. It's the horror. Which would just die to removal. Good old die to removal. The question is, do I want to kill it with untap land or tap lands? I only have 3 shadows. I think tap land. All the removals. Not great when your card you exile 6 card for that removal, whereas Merc they wouldn't have died. Finally, a way to kill the Ghost Vacuum. Gonna kill the Ghost Vacuum? We're gonna hold Molten Collapse for another threat. What do you think? They probably have other threats. Let's just pass here. I feel like I drew all my removal spells because like I sided out bolts. I drew 3 no, there's 2 push, Feather Profane. No, 3 push, Feather Profane, and now also Molten Collapse. I said 2 Molten Collapse then. Alright. 1-2. This card is dead. But I have fear of the missing out, which can discard it and draw. They probably have counter spells for days. Maybe I should just Molten Collapse the Ghost Vacuum. My Natago would have been a 3-4. FOMO. Left a card on top, that's bad sign. Is this counterspell plus Merc? Alright, my dream draw would be Blood Moonier. This is not bad. Unfortunately, I don't have 7 mana. I don't have a 7th land here in my deck. Cycle. Okay, that's not bad. See how many counter spells you have. I think you have 1. Okay. Now I can go fetch. Don't have any land. And then do both. Here, here. Blue no 4s. Okay. Okay. You go to 5. No cards in end. Oh, you're right. We descended with Street Rate. I thought it was Revolt. You're right, you're right. Molten Collapse didn't need a fetch land. Yeah, this Nethergoyf has overworked for sure. Okay. Attack. This Nethergoyf is tired. Do they push it? Okay. They have exile all my I can't, right? Times. No, I barely have I have two. What a game. Ooh. Blood Moon. It has enchantment. It's one more type for my Nethergoyf. Resolved? Let's go! They don't have access to black mana anymore. They do have double blue though. Basta terra, ma come cazzo fanno qua pesca terra? That's okay. I have no idea what they're on. What can they have? South Scour, Emilio Self get counter spell. Torrent Horror. You like Pyrexian Crusader. And the problem is that Pyrexian Crusader is not good against Boros. It's not good against Mardu, which is like equally popular. It's also like a double black card in your deck that wants to play like I don't know what deck is saying. Blue black? Alright, so they manifest dread. I drew the Shadow of Death. I can't double spell though. I can't double spell. Va bene, dai. First thing first, we gotta kill this thing. No, what's that? Spell Snare? No! I die! This game lasted forever. Was this game too? Like in blue black, I've seen this Pyrexian Crusader card, which is like I think very, very extreme for just Boros. Oh, it is. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back for game 3. Game number 3. My hand is very strong this time. We have a little bit of a number with that Shadow plus Blood Moon, which wants you fetch Swamp, whereas Shadow wants you to fetch Blood Crypts. But that's okay, we'll leave through that. I'll start with my little dude here, which becomes big as soon as I fetch this Street Rate. Yeah, in fact, I guess you can play Crusader. I mean, sure. Then you're playing Black Green Infect, which, you know, right? It's just. Again, the Ghost Vacuum. Man, this card has been beating me today. Alright, cycle. Strong. I think I'll go Swamp. Yeah, I'll go Swamp here. It's signifying that I have a Blood Moon in hand, but also it is what it is. Hopefully I find a creature enchantment. Nice, that's exactly what I was thinking. Ah, I think Sink into Stupor, Stone Raining you. You exile my creature enchantment, you still take 3. Well, we are jamming. We're jamming. We're jamming. We're jamming. Ba 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 ba. G G. The blood. Sorry. The moon is red. Okay. And now probably opponent will not be able to cast a spell anymore. And my Shadow of Death will win. Do 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 do. Okay, looks like my opponent will also face me with a Boros or Mardu after this match. Just good for content. And GG. Okay. Yeah, the next match will be the last one. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. This deck has performed well, I'd say. My initial doubts for Death Shadow were kind of, how do you say, were unveiled once I put Detective Phoenix on it a couple of times. Yeah, for sure. Round number 4 and final. But it has the Wellspring Giganta. And we have the Violent Urge in a hand that is extremely medium. That I'll keep. I'll bubble myself. Put it in the graveyard. I'll bubble you. Orcish Bowmaster on top. Okay. Okay. God of Souls has to die. And it will die. Then I'll Fell the Profane, untapped, and pass. Draw. Put in as Orcish Bowmaster. I'm inclined to go Detective Phoenix attack. I think it's a good play. Keeping shocking me. Keeping shocking me because I have that Shadow in hand. Obviously, I don't have Detect Phoenix anymore to enchant it. I just want to curve out, I guess. Unfortunately, I can't play Giganta because of Straight Wraith. You Thoughtseize me. Taking Violent Urge. And you Guide of Souls. You took Violent Urge? That's weird. It's a weird card to take. I guess new card, get a kill it. Get a kill it did. Alright, well you know what else I want to kill did? This Guide of Souls. I'll play Shadow as a 2-2. And I'll attack you for 2. Now, we got a card in the end, which is weird, but it says creatures without flying can't block this turn. So the Shadow can be lethal. Untapped. I guess the Shadow will not be lethal. So I took myself a lot of damage for them to just push my Shadow. Classic Shadow action. You take 6 damage, you put it into play, your opponent kills it. You just lost 6 life. Okay, another Orc. Man. I really wish in this race I didn't deal so much damage to myself. So, who's winning the race? Well, my opponent is. Unless I draw a Netherglyph, which is very strong and dodges removal, unlike that Shadow. But as nothing, they die next turn. Because I have a Sundering Eruption to make my opponent board not be able to block. I'll Thoughtseize. Nice. Sundering Eruption. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, now we got Toxic Deluge. And by the way, I dislike Mardu also because I don't love that Orcish Bowmaster. I think Blood Moon once again is good. Maybe also Graveyard 8 is good just because how good it is. Let's see. Anyway, I have to take out Thought Seizes for sure. I also want to take out Channelers. Maybe. I think Shadow is good because the opponent is just naturally attacking me. Yeah, I think I was Channeler because I have like all the sweepers. Keep Absolute Pride. It will die. Will die with a Lightning Bolt immediately. Ghost Vacuum again. Alright. Okay, if you're missing out. What if I discard Nethergoyf here? I think so. It's like, get this thing out, Nethergoyf is just gonna be always weak. So it's just better than Inti at like dying to removal and doing something. I was like slow roll my straight rate because like you don't know how the game can go. You can like cast it. H. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That is no bueno. That is no bueno. Let me surveil first. Us. Mm. If I don't find an answer to Flage quickly, I'll lose to it. Ajani? Ajani's in the house. Maybe I should bring. I hate to bring in surgical. I think 2 answers is enough. I'll bring back this Nethergoyf. Oh no, never mind. I have to push first. Guess I can do that. Obviously, I can just exile a response. Yeah. Cool. Made a mistake. Okay, they still don't have a fourth land to bring back Johnny, but that's Soufflage. But that's a disaster because it means you have other stuff, you know? You think. Oh, yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. They. Yeah, they have nice packages for sure. Welcome to my stream. I usually play 2 leagues a day. You have missed the first part, the Blue Black Murktide. It will be posted on YouTube on Sunday. This is Rakdos, which will be posted on YouTube tomorrow on Saturday. Okay, opponent still cannot play Flage, thankfully. They're missing a card. But they play another Flage, which will be good enough to kill my Shadow. How was it? It was okay. It was okay. I wouldn't go out and say that, you should buy the Oculus. I think it was fine. I think the card that impressed me the most today was the Vacuum. Ghost Vacuum has been a very good cyber card. Being able to target is huge. Okay, you're missing out. Right, I'll draw a card without discarding. Hopefully I can draw a Graveyard Hate. I do. Very good. Although, unfortunately, that's not enough. If it was a Neo spell, it would have been better here, for example. I guess it is now in particular enough because opponent is missing the card, but obviously if they have a fetch land, they'll be able to get me with Arena Glory as well. So in particular now, it was worse than Annihil Spellbomb. Let's hope they don't draw a fetch land. Yeah, fetch land is like the only way they can reanimate Flage. Okay, looks like they can't. Static Prison though. Oh, wow, on Vacuum. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I think I'm like dead on board anyway. Yeah, I think the vacuum is cheap enough that right now that you should buy it. Oh, I'm at 3. Oh, wow, I was dead on board. I am dead on board. Yeah, yeah, I'm dead on board. I'll let him kill me. Was there any need to lose 3 life when put into the survive regardless? No, no, there wasn't. I think €3 a piece is a little expensive. I mean, maybe you're new to modern, but if a card gets played, €3 is fine. Like a booster costs €6 these days. €3. I mean, if it gets played, it's not gonna stay at €3. I can tell you that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Keep. I've always been a hater of unlicensed errors for a while now. The card is bad. I got a survey land end of turn. I know I have shadowing everything, but I don't know. Another question is, do I want to shock myself or just take it slow? Ooh, top, okay. Vinny! Thought sees. My C's are getting thoughts. Hello, Vinny. Good evening, good morning, good night. This is my last match of today. So far, undefeated with the 2 decks I've tried. But obviously, it's not that I played against the best decks in the world, but they definitely were functional. The fear of missing out has been good for me. Okay, now brings me to the question, do I want to just save life on this Shadow of Doubt? On this Shadow of Death? Because I also have Blood Moon in my deck, that I think I'll draw. I'll get a Blood Crypt. And I'll play a 3 mana 2/2 with haste. Not impressive. But so is my opponent start. Zeke. Zeke. Elegant Parlor. Okay. I don't have much going on. I really don't. Do I want to play Boggart Trawler into a possible Orcish Bowmaster? Let me just do nothing and pass. I think I like that better. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, so this I'm playing Flesh and Blood, and the thing that I say it's the most different than Magic is that in Flesh and Blood, your goal is to just empty your hand and play every card. In Magic, your goal is to win, and that doesn't matter playing all your cards. Sometimes actually you shouldn't play all your cards. So it's funny that like a huge difference. It's just so different these games are. It makes you appreciate a lot of the things that both games have to offer. The patience of so here I can go Tarfire. Let's go Fel the Profane. I think I like to go Fel the Profane. Here. What's that? Another one. Toot, 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 toot. You gain 2 energy. Oh, you don't want to ping me? Haha, interesting. The Shadow. Play Bugger Trawler. And attack for 2. And once again, Orcish Bowmaster is chilling into play. Not too impactful. I don't know. I'm just not too big of a fan, I guess. They play Galvanic Discharge on the Shadow. I can cycle. Shadow will be a 6/6 now. Actually, they have 2 Orc. I guess it is impressive. I guess I was wrong. It is very good. No. Oh, I missed that. I missed that line. I guess we have finally found our first loss with this interaction. Yeah, this interaction made me lose the game. It happens. GG. This is a 4/4, shouldn't have been. Should be a 2/2. You get Giganthon, next turn is a 5/5. Haste. Are there any art I'm looking forward to for Mystery Booster 2? No, I don't like reprints. I'm a first edition type of player. I play with reprints sometimes here because I'm lazy and it's just the auto one that it gives me. But my collection is mostly just first edition. All right. 4 damage extra with that cyclistry rate. Let me go bomb and not crack. Besto here. Oh, my 1. Alright, I didn't even notice. GG. Alright, that'll be the end for me. I will played enough. Thoughts? I think this card is powerful. Fear of missing out. I think the shell has potential. I think you have to play that shadow. Yeah. Can you shut out your stream a little? Of course, Elk. Let me know. Tell me everything. I'm still recording on YouTube, so I'll mention your stream. Thank you so much for playing against me today. I definitely needed. You play a lot of Vintage Cube. That's very fun. Yeah, so anyway, the deck list is good, I think. Violent Urge is probably the only like meme card, but everything else I think is just kind of strong. And if you want to play this deck, you definitely have to buy it if you're missing out. So what's your stream, Elk? Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. And again, this video will go out tomorrow. So if you have missed it on stream, you'll find it on YouTube. And if you watch this on YouTube, thank you so much, as always. I'll be back every day with some more modern content. Twitch are 33_elk. Perfect. Twitch.tv/33_elk.